Hi, in this lesson, you will learn about cycling through alternative suggestions in the inline option, opening the Copilot panel to view full multi-line suggestions, and guiding code generation using natural language commands. The first step here is open the Visual Studio Code and go to the command palette. So let me press Ctrl plus Shift plus P. It opens the command palette as you can see. So here you have to type these two commands. The first one, as you can see, GitHub Copilot toggle enable or disable inline suggestions. That is the first command you need to type, and then the second command you have to type is the GitHub Copilot open completions panel. So these are the two commands you need to type in the GitHub Copilot command palette. So once you type these two commands, then you can move to your source code file and open the source code file. So I have used this source code file in the previous lesson, so I'll continue to use the same source code file. Okay, so now let's move to the alternate path concept and see how it works in GitHub Copilot. Have you ever thought, I like where the AI is going, but this is not quite the implementation I wanted? You don't have to settle for the first suggestion. Copilot often generates multiple solutions in the background. We are going to learn how to cycle through these alternatives to find the one that fits your architecture best. I have just typed this as a comment. Create a function to find the factorial of a number and print the result. So this is the comment I have typed. After you type the comment, you just have to press Ctrl plus Enter. So as you can see, after I press Ctrl plus Enter, Copilot has given me two suggestions. So I can browse through this alternative suggestion. The first one is already shown here. To move to the next suggestion, you have to press Alt plus the closing square bracket. As you can see, it has gone to the next suggestion and the code is going to change. If you feel this one is the right code that you want, then you can just press the tab key to accept this suggestion given by the Copilot AI. Or if you want to go back to the previous suggestion, the first suggestion, you press Ctrl plus opening square bracket. As you can see, I press Ctrl plus opening square bracket and it is again taking me back to the first suggestion. To move to the next suggestion, you press Ctrl plus closing square bracket. And if you are fine with the suggestion given by the Copilot, you can just press tab key to accept. So let me press the tab key for the first suggestion. As you can see, it has created the function for me. So Copilot gives you these alternative suggestions and options to browse through and then select the appropriate suggestion that you feel is the best for your requirement. So one suggestion might be more concise, another might be more readable, and third one might be using a different library or a different approach entirely. So you are literally shopping for the best code snippet. So once you find the version that aligns with your project's goal, press the tab key to confirm. So you have just performed a rapid peer review of multiple AI solutions in 2 or 3 seconds. So all these AI solutions are provided by GitHub Copilot AI engine. This is what we call efficient decision making. Now let's move to the next topic in this lesson, that is opening the Copilot panel to view full multi-line suggestions. In professional development, there are times when an inline suggestion or the ghost text is too complex or spans too many lines to evaluate effectively within the editor's limited space. Opening the Copilot completions panel allows you to see a dedicated list of alternative suggestions, providing a clear bird's eye view of the options. So inline suggestions are great for speed, but when you are writing complex functions or multi-line algorithms, the tiny ghost text box can be restrictive. The completions panel is your review room. It displays up to 10 alternative implementations side by side, allowing you to compare logic, variable naming, and efficiency without having to toggle them one by one in the editor. So now let me give you another example. So as you can see, I have generated multiple source code using the GitHub Copilot AI just by typing a comment. As you can see, I just type a comment, press Ctrl plus Enter, and GitHub Copilot will automatically generate the code for you and even suggest you for alternative source code as we saw in the previous topic. And then it allows you to choose one of the right option, and then you can press the tab key to confirm that suggestion given by the GitHub Copilot. So as you can see, I have created multiple functions here. If you can see here, there is just at the right hand side, if you can see, there are multiple suggestions given by Copilot. As you can see here, 3 suggestions for a factorial function. So I can even use this window to accept any of these alternative suggestions. Like I can accept suggestion 2 or suggestion 3, whichever you feel like is appropriate for you. So I'm just scrolling down. Okay, just see, I just typed this one. So now filter the fetch list to only include active users. I press Ctrl plus Enter. So as you can see, I just typed in this command. Now filter the fetch list to only include active users and press Ctrl plus Enter. So as you can see, it has already given me 3 suggestions to choose from. So I can browse through, I can go to the next option or the previous option, then choose the appropriate option, which is the right fit for me. So once you find the right suggestion for you, you can simply click the accept option here, or you can press the tab key from the keyboard to accept this suggestion. So once you press the tab key or accept this suggestion, the code will be injected directly into your file, replacing your cursor position. So you have just made an informed choice rather than accepting the first thing the AI threw at you. So let me move to the next option here just to show you. So I move to the second option, I move to the third option. Say I found the third option, the right one. So I'll press the tab key here. I accepted this third option. So this is how you can basically play with the GitHub Copilot AI and use this GitHub Copilot AI to your advantage. Let's move to the next topic in this lesson, that is guiding code generation using natural language comments. So this chapter focuses on the bridge between human intent and machine execution. In modern AI augmented development, comments are not just documentation, they are instructions. So most developers write comments after they finish a function to explain what it does. Today we change that. We are going to write comments first to guide the AI on what it should do. Treat these comments as a technical specification. If your specification is vague, your code will also be vague. If your specification is precise, your code will be production ready. As you can see, I have actually created these functions. I just created these functions by typing this comment and then accepting the appropriate suggestions given by GitHub Copilot. So let me show you this one to you. So let me just remove this maybe, and again I'll show you. So I remove this code. So this is the comment I have typed. Create a function that fetches user data by ID, returns it as JSON, and handles 404 error by returning null. So I'll press Ctrl plus Enter. As you can see, after pressing Ctrl plus Enter, Copilot has given me 3 suggestions. So I can move ahead with these suggestions and I can select the right suggestion here. So let me select this one. So this is the code that GitHub Copilot has written for me. Moreover, you can leverage a feature called contextual comments. So what does this mean is, like, you can place a comment inside a partially written code block to guide the next few lines from the GitHub Copilot AI. So for example, I can go and I can type comment here. Let me type this comment only inside this particular function. So this is a different function. So let me paste this comment here. So now filter the fetch list to only include active users. So this is an inline comment I have created within the code. So let's see what happens. I'll press Ctrl plus Enter. Rather, let me remove this the other source code as well. So let me remove this. Let me remove and then I'll put this. Okay. So now let me write it again. This is an unwanted. Okay. So let me now try this out. Now as you can see, I type this comment within this function, within this method, fetch user data method. I'll type this inline comment, press Ctrl plus Enter. As you can see, Copilot has given me few suggestions. So I can browse through and accept the right suggestion. So the advantage here is you can leverage the contextual comments feature provided by GitHub Copilot AI. That means you can type your comments in between your source code to allow the Copilot AI to provide you the further suggestions so that you can go through those suggestions and accept the appropriate suggestions. So you can guide the AI mid-flow by placing a comment right where you need the next logical step. You act as the director of the development session. This keeps the AI focused on the immediate task without drifting into unnecessary logic. So if you want want the AI to follow a specific style or use a particular library, you can provide a small example comment or a code block right above. It primes the AI's memory to mirror your project's established patterns. So as you can see, this comment is basically to guide the Copilot AI after you press Control and Enter. So you have actually provided a guidance or a direction to the Copilot AI to give you the alternative suggestions and allow you to accept the appropriate suggestions. Thank you.